Welcome back to an episode. We are again on the Normandy, and this is the galaxy map. The galaxy map goes wide, and we're also going to land on Zeona, because Zeona is a side quest-ish kind of thing, and we pretty much scanned the whole shebang out of the previous area. So this is about the Firewalker MSV Rosalie, and we're going to check that one out. Righty. Now the real question is, who are we going to choose? I mean, having the 2 shotgun users in the team was actually a really good idea. Okay, who's this one, by the way? The Warlord? Okay. And this one is the Master Thief. Okay, Warlord and Thief. And then we have to wait in order to unlock the others. Okay, so who do I want? Yeah, the last encounter, or like the last few areas was with Jacob and Jack. So what we are gonna do now is something... I mean, Miranda was never part of the group, right? Yeah, let's do something different. Let's get Morton and Miranda. That's a rare one. Haven't used Miranda at all. That probably is not the best choice though, because both of them are pistol users, and I would basically miss out an awful lot of damage, but it doesn't really matter. So, what did I say? Yeah, always use like the ability with the most damage, somewhat. Then warp, detonates any biotic, Yeah, the thing is, no one in my squad is able to pull enemies, so that's a wee bit iffy. But anyway, we have an awful lot of overloads, which is good against shields. And what do we see the most so far? Shields and armor. So it might be actually pretty good. Some synthetic foes, yada yada yada, something weapon burn, something. What about the Cerberus thing? Squad weapon damage, squad health, squad. That's actually very interesting. So, but what do we go for? Mass effect field damages enemy targets and stops health regeneration, detonates any biotic powers already affecting the target, such as pull or singularity, causing further damage. Effective against armor and biotic barriers. There we go. Effective against armor. So we have something against shields. Overpower shields and synthetic enemies. And where does it say that it is good against? Yeah, punishes shields, just like that. Shield and synthetic damage, and this is just damage that you have to kind of infer that it's like armor and whatnot. So this is actually pretty good, pretty good. But I think I'm gonna go for maximum overload on overload on this one. So let's see. Area overload sounds like fun. Recharge time 12 seconds, 12. Impact radius 1 or 3 meters. Shield and synthetic damage 100 or 200. Well, 160 or 200. It's probably the exploded. Oh, on death. Okay, that's interesting. So you have increased your pulse strength to cover a wide area, making it easy to hit multiple targets. But this one here has a follow-up damaging thing here. Look at this. Your pulse now damages synthetic enemies so brutally that they explode on death. Okay, synthetics on death, right? So this is only good against specific kind of enemies. You have increased your pulse strength to cover a wide area, making it easy to hit multiple targets. I mean, this would also be kind of cool. Weapon overheat 6 seconds, synthetic stun 3 seconds, shield synthetic. I mean, do we want to deal 40 additional damage to a single enemy and maybe have some kind of cascade thing? Or do we want like an AoE thing that is good against multiples? I would say we should go for AoE on this one, and not something like this, because this is a cascade thing. I mean, yes, it does deal more damage, but what if there are enemies with like multiple armors, or if there are like multiple mechs or whatever? So yeah, and then you have to just wait until the abilities are back up and running again. So in this case, it would be better to get the most out of your ability. And in this case, how high is the chance for enemies to actually... this is just iffy. High single target damage would also be kind of cool. Can't really decide. The problem is I can't get the points back once I do this, so... Nah, no. You know what? She's gonna get the area abilities, just because. So, and what about the warp thing? Your warp damage is hugely increased, and some warp increases the blast radius when warp detonates biotic effects. Yeah, same thing. But there's the detonation force. Okay, so only if there's a biotic ability running on them. Very nice. What about this though? I mean, if I give her that, then the entire squad gets a bonus, and that would actually be kind of cool. So, yeah, let's get 2 points in here, and maybe get an increase in warp, or maybe we're just going to keep the points. So, what about him? Heavy Incinerate is our armor thing. So, very effective against armor, that's good. Then we got Solarian Scientist, weapon damage shields, Good numbers. I mean, I could go for almost the whole thing. Cryoblast on the other hand. Yeah. So we could go for something like that. And 1 point in Cryoblast, so now he has the abilities unlocked. And we have, of course, everything maxed up already. So what about him? 200, 220. Oh, look at this. The detonation radius is actually a little higher. 4 meters and 5. That's actually quite interesting. Alright, so let's see. Carnifex and 2. Same thing here. Alright. And what about our weapons though? We only have a limited amount of things. I mean, I do kind of want to use the black hole gun, but that's a wee bit iffy. I have to say, I kind of like her breathing apparatus. Like, we have a full helmet on, and she's just, nah, I don't care. Same for him. Both of them are kind of similar when it comes to this. They have similar abilities, and they also have similar equipment. Anyway, we are going to... Which overload is which? This is my overload, and this is her overload. And then we have Heavy Incinerate and Cryo Blast thing. Yeah, they have far too many abilities now. Let's get Warp up there. And... area overload. Okay, the left two are Miranda's, and Cryo is something situational. I'm going to use that way. Okay. What's 8, by the way? Yeah. I think I could use this like so. That should be good. That was not what I wanted.
Free and clear.
Yes. So, where do we need to go? Straight on forward, of course, but we are going to go there. Why? We're going to go the other way around. Oh boy. Looks like we can't really go the other way around, though. Our ship is, of course, gone. Let's just hope that Morden is dealing good damage. And Miranda for that part.
I don't think the ship is safe. We've run into the gap far too often.
Oh.
I'm going to stay at the next site with Dr. Aloy. I think we'll be safer there.
Okay, so this thing kind of reacted. You cannot really open that one though. That's a wee bit iffy. And there we have another little thingy. Cargo bypass. Yes. Let's try that. So this one, this one, this one, this one. Oh boy. This one, then we have this one, and this one. Right. And another one. Ooh, the Hammerhead. Love that thing.
Primary systems online. Welcome to the M44 Hammerhead Infantry Fighting Vehicle. This is your onboard VI.
Nice. Okay, so I have to get to this.
Caution. Guided missile system active.
Okay, how does that
Mission
work?
objectives located.
Oh, so this is the training grind for the Hammerhead.
Acquired.
Interesting. You're supposed to do this mission before doing the Overlord one for some reason. Because this is the tutorial, pretty much. But yeah, it kind of it's self-explanatory how to use this vehicle. Just saying. Except for the fact that
Let's
the
take a
second
closer look.
thing. Alright, and okay. I do have a feeling that we are going to get an awful lot of credits from here. Let's just hope that there's not much hidden on some areas around here.
Obstruction detected. Path is now clear.
Path is now clear. That one looks weird. See that spot? Ooh, ha. Okay. Nah, good. There's nothing to destroy back there. It just looks kind of interesting. Okay, where do we go then? Oh. Right. Let's just get through here. Ugh. Don't want to damage the thing. Wouldn't be great. So, we got ourselves more... So... There seems to be stuff up here. Now the real question is... You can probably go around here, so everything's fine. Oh, look at that. Okay. You can only use the jump a little bit. I don't know what the limit of it is, though. The fact that you could go it's so sweet. I just cannot understand why people don't like the Hammerhead. Thing locks. So, what else we got here? Where do we have to go? The map doesn't say much. Wait. Nah, this is the point. What was it? Okay, so we have to get to this place and that place. And that's just down for decorational purposes, it seems. Oh. Let's just go back real quick. Look at that. What a nice view. Okay, that's nothing hidden down. So the idea is to somehow jump all the way up here. Okay. I don't know how much research you actually need.
Found it.
1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe 4 additional spots need to be scanned. And then there is something up here. Oh, no. Bollocks. Okay. We're going to try out this spot here. Okay, from here I have to go, I think, straight forward. Ooh, yes. Work like a charm. So, let's get this one. Alrighty, so, let's see. I have to go all the way up here. This is probably the way forward. There's just a different way around. Let's take this just now. And got it. Perfect. Cool. So you're not supposed to jump all the way up there. You're supposed to go around. Careful. You know, like... Nah, okay. It's just debris for decoration. Decorational debris. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, 4.
That did it.
Okay, we got all the
Mission
research.
objectives completed.
Oh, what? That was it? Come on. That wasn't it. Cerberus Project Firewalker has reported that a survey ship has gone missing near the planet Zeona. The ship was carrying researchers and prototype planet-side exploration vehicle when it went missing. Cerberus has asked that the vehicle be recovered and that any signs to the whereabouts of the researchers be reported. So we got the research, or like the signs to the whereabouts, but I hope that this was not just the whole mission. I mean, this kind of explains how you get your hands on that beautiful ship here, but it would actually be more sensible to have this mission here before the Overlord, right? Anyway, we got the mission, everything's fine, let's just leave. Sadly, there's nothing else that we can get. Oh, look at that. Can we? Nah. Oh, that's cool. The flyby pickup. Found wreckage of freighter MSV Rosalie. M44 Hammerhead required. Research has been recovered. Some experience gained and this much. Yep, that's pretty much all the credits. And any follow-up on this one? No. That's a weird mission.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Yeah, probably relating that thing. So, let's see. Prototype recovered. Good work on recovering the Hammerhead in one piece. Come on. It will prove useful. Also, the data you recovered from the MSV Rosalie's emergency beacon contains significant intel on a few planets that Dr. Case and Dr. Oloy investigated. ED has added the locations to your galaxy map. We hope that one of them leads you to the Prothean site. Despite Dr. Casey's obvious instability, he is proven to be a brilliant and dedicated scientist. If you salvage more of his logs or journals, it would greatly help our efforts. We still don't know how the Gav are tracking Dr. Casey, so be careful. Right. Alright. Anything?
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
It's always nice chatting with you.
Good. So let's just go back and see if I can upgrade anything. Because sometimes there's no time and you can unlock things. So this was pretty much the start.
No messages for you, Commander.
Yeah, I know. Pretty much the start of that. Sometimes you can interact with Joker a little bit. Let's see.
I've got an appointment with Shaira in 3 months. I can't wait.
We're flying into the eye of the storm, and you're thinking about some Asari prostitute?
Hey, watch it. It's not like that at all. She's... You won't understand unless you meet her.
Those two. It's always those two. And sometimes you do get a little bit of...
Primary systems clear.
Right.
Commander.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
It's kind of interesting that you sometimes get some flavor. Let's call it flavor speech. Yeah, if you are right next to the companions, it's a little bit of a reaction there, which is actually quite nice. So, anyway, we got ourselves the Hammerhead, and where is the? Maybe we should look in the journal for this stuff. Project Firewalker, there. 3 locations: the Gav incursion, the survey site, and Volcano Station. That reveals that Dr. Casey was interested in the anomalous weather patterns on the planet Latesh. He had scattered probes on the planet's surface in the hope that the unnatural atmospheric conditions might be related to Prothean technology. If Cerberus could recover the data from those probes, it could shed some light on Dr. Case's research. The next is the survey site location. Data shows that Dr. Case had stopped on planet Korang to run tests on artifacts found on the planet's surface. Recovering the data he collected could lead Cerberus to discover Dr. Case's last known location. And data taken from Zeona reveals that Dr. Case established a research station deep inside an active volcano on the planet Karumto. Dr. Case believed that the volcano hides an extensive Prothean ruin. Whether his hunch was true or not, the station could contain data that will lead to Dr. Case's whereabouts. Caution is advised. And those 2 are the Firewalker missions. So let's see where they are. They always say data, yada yada, but none of them actually say where that is. This is Saeed. That's the mass relay. I think I have to go to a completely different cluster. Maybe
half our fuel remains.
Maybe there even is a special cluster for this Firewalker mission. Who knows? The whole Saeed thing has to be postponed until we have finished the Firewalker. So where do we have to go? Wow. Can't even see it. Okay, Hawking Eta. Wait a minute. That is one of the clusters from Mass Effect 1. Like the northwestern area here was pretty much not playable in Mass Effect 1. Like we were somewhere in the southeastern area, somewhere down here. But there's some overlap here with the Hawking Eta thing. So I would say that Hawking Eta artifact collection, good. Gav incursion, sure. And Phoenix massing. Phoenix massing. Wait a minute. It says 80%, which means... Why is it 80%? That's weird. No, let's just go to Hawking Eta for now. So, what do we have here? An awful lot of things. And a fuel depot, Schwarz Shield, sure. And 2 other planets. Perfect. Teshub, the first and larger of the 2 gas giants in the Hawking Eta gateway system. Teshub is composed mainly of hydrogen and helium. The brown and orange coloration in its upper cloud decks are caused by the upwelling of sulfur from lower levels of the atmosphere. We are going to get all of the thingy. Oh, there was something. I am looking for a huge spike, not a medium one, not a medium one. There you go.
Launching probe.
There you go.
Probe launched.
I don't know. Maybe I should just scan everything.
Probe launched.
And then do this separate mission. Who knows? Let's see. That one looks good.
Probe away.
Like all of the clusters, I mean, so that I can do all of the other missions like in one quick swoosh.
Launching probe.
Oh, that's a good one. Yep.
Launching probe.
And now it's poor planet with nothing on it. Yep. I've done. This is definitely not the spec that we are looking for. Wait. That could be it.
Probe away.
This or the one left to it.
Launching probe.
Oh, there we go. This one.
Launching
That's the
probe.
last. Yes. Now it's the plea. Ah. Okay. And then we have this one here. Hebat. Hebat is a methane ammonia ice giant. When Heavy Metals Exo Mining of China won the bidding rights to develop the moon of Press Rob in the Century system, it began by establishing helium-free refueling facilities on Hebat. The station, completed this year, is considered a model facility by the executives of the state-run company. Though the station produces more than enough fuel to supply the HMEC ships running to and from Century, it has a crew of only a dozen for maintenance and oversight. Nearly all the day-to-day operations are automated. That is actually quite a decent thing to do. Automate
Launching probe.
everything. So, where do we go next? Let's get this thing.
Probe launched.
Dum dum doo 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 doo. And this one. Ooh.
Probe launched.
Probe away.
Probe launched.
Oh, there we go.
Probe launched.
Still says poor, that might be even more. Looking for a good spike. A good spike. I mean, that could almost be considered a good spike, but no, probably not. Ah, that one is.
Probe away.
Okay, that could also be
Probe
something.
launched.
Maybe? Probably not. So, that's the last one.
Probe away.
Still not the last one. Okay, so I missed one somewhere. There.
Probe away.
2, 3, and come on. So, Chandra's gear was done. Mass relay is here. Firewalker's all the way over there. So let's just go to SWAT shield. That thing is huge. Far too big. Start from the inside. Atahil. A typical Venusian greenhouse world, Atahil is only of note for a few scattered craters. Though flattened by millions of years of high pressure, the marks of orbital bombardment strikes are unmistakable. It is generally accepted among academics that whoever hailed from or settled Schwarzschild's second planet, Itamis, must have had outposts on Atahil as well. Very rich planet. Actually, yeah, there are only planets that are rich in things, but not very rich.
Probe launched.
It's like the highest you can get, it seems. And oh yeah, that's a
Probe away.
double mountain, double spine.
Launching probe.
Da da dee da da do. We got a double spine. Da-da-dee-dee-dee-dee, we got a double spine. Double spine. Second one.
Probe launched.
And another.
Probe away.
Okay, that might be a decent one.
Launching probe.
Looks like I have to go back and refuel again.
Probe launched.
So, and just one more spike, please. A big spike. A big spike that I can't find because reason. Maybe I overdid it. The thing is, you're looking for spikes, but you just can't find any. Ah, that's probably the one.
Probe away.
Nah, it's not it. So either it's the one on the right, or it's the double thing. It's probably the double. Nah,
Probe away.
it could probably be anything, pretty much. But once I scan, yeah, okay, that's probably.
Probe away.
I always say that, but yes, okay. Good. Now it's all scanned up. The next one, Itamis. Itamis is a super-terrestrial world, a third larger than Earth. It is in a post-garden state that clearly shows evidence of attack from space. While now waterless, the shores of former oceans show patterns of cratering too regular to be anything but situation bombardment by Dreadnoughts-class kinetic weapons. Although it is unclear how most of the atmosphere has been lost, archaeologists have found little of note. It appears that all settled regions were touched by the global bombardment. The few relics found suggested an advanced spacefaring culture thrived on the world somewhere between from 20 and 40 million years ago. The level of antiquity makes it impossible to establish the world's former population or guess whether it was the race's homeworld or colony. Interesting. Okay. At least we got good resources. But having a world that looks like an inverted Earth, look at that. You have a little bit of blue, but mostly like brownish stuff. Oh, look at that. We got element 0. Now that's a rare one. I scanned an awful lot of other areas, but element 0.
Launched.
That didn't happen that often.
Probe away.
Yeah, it looks pretty much like an inverted Earth.
Probe launched. Probe away.
Oh, and there's one. And then there was another spike somewhere to the right. Where'd that other spike go? There was an iridium spike somewhere around here. There. Okay, that's the one.
Probe launched. Probe launched.
And 60,000? Yes. Surprisingly high amounts of element 0.
Launching probe.
Surprisingly high amounts of element 0. That is really weird. 40 million years ago, an old civilization, what did we find? Unbearable amounts of element 0 for some reason. If that's not weird enough. There you go.
Probe launched.
That must be the last one. Yes. Okay, let's just have a quick look around where if that could be like other element 0 around here. Probably. Nah, probably not. If anything, element 0 is the marker. So let's get onto another planet and utilize the last few probes and then come back again. Linosa. Linosa is a hydrogen-helium gas giant that is surrounded by several thin rings of debris. Analysis of this debris has been difficult due to its extreme age and fragility, but several apparently nano-manufactured materials have been identified. The leading theory is that the inhabitants of Itamis mined the atmosphere for helium-3. Because this is just what you do when you are civilized.
Launching probe.
Alien or planet faring.
Probe away.
Yeah, but when you are very highly developed. Spacefaring civilization. There you go. Good, now we have to go back again. I cannot use the booster on the ship though. Space doesn't work, and shift doesn't work. So running and sometimes sprinting. I think that says mass relay should also say fuel depot. Just because. I mean, you can kind of infer that the fuel depot is always present next to the mass relay, which is not always the case. The local cluster, by the way, had no fuel depot on them, but you could still mine the planets around, which is actually kind of weird. So, let's continue the mining process.
Launching probe.
Okay, medium-ish.
Launching probe.
As long as I don't use like 15 or more, might be good.
Launching probe.
Yeah, this is a good spot.
Probe away.
Ooh.
Probe launched.
Nice one. That's a triple.
Probe away.
That's the last one, right? No. Still not quite the last one, which means that could be the last one.
Launching probe.
Or again, I missed one somewhere around. There. No. That could be it
Probe
though.
away.
Still not it. Okay, so somewhere around here I missed something. There.
Launching probe.
And onward we go. What is this one? A red Saturn. Rihali is a typical hydrogen-helium gas giant. It is notable because none of its moons is larger than 12 kilometers in diameter, a rare trait among the charted gas giants of the galaxy. Which means for some reason, all of the moons are extremely small.
Launching probe.
Maybe they just got crushed because of those rings, right? Like everything, every time when there is
Probe launched.
an amassment or when it tries to clump together, the idea is that
Probe
the
launched.
rings, after a certain amount of time, just clump together and create some kind of moon or planet or whatever. Kind of
Probe
depends,
launched.
right? If it's around the sun, it makes a planet. If it's around a planet, it creates a moon. That's at least a story. So,
Launching
but the
probe.
real question is, why is there even stuff around? That's... I mean, in order to clump up,
Probe
there has to be
launched.
stuff, like a ring or so around it. How does the ring
Probe
actually
away.
get there? Or maybe there are some tidal forces that break it apart and the whole
Probe
thing
away.
spreads around. That's the real question. Was it getting shredded by gravity, or was it getting pulled together by gravity? It's actually a
Probe
really
away.
good question.
Probe away.
Okay, we're just going to use our last few probes up here, just because
Probe launched.
I'm gonna go back to the fuel station anyway.
Launching probe.
Okay, there could be some stuff up here, and we got it good. So, that was the last one in the short shield. Why can't it always be like this kind of small area, see? Like You only need a few seconds in order to go around. And you can see see this? You can see the whole system. I mean, yes, the spaceship is actually quite large compared, like, it's as large as the planet. But it doesn't have to be to scale. So, yeah, if you really think about it, nothing in here is pretty much to scale. The ship, definitely too big compared to the planets, compared to the sun. If it would be to scale, the scale would be vast, like extremely huge. Like the sun would be extremely big, then there would be an awful lot of nothing, and then there would be a planet. And the planet wouldn't be as big as the sun. Almost. Anyway, Tamahera. Tamahera has a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and xenon. The surface is icy and composed of sodium oxide with deposits of calcium. It contains a few unremarkable metals. It mainly consists of rock. The presence of canyons and floodplains indicate that liquid water once existed, suggesting Tamahera had a thicker insulating atmosphere in the past. Let's start ooh, nice.
Probe away.
The big spike right there at the beginning. That's good. That's what I want to see here. Big spikes. Big spikes, big spikes, big spikes, big spikes. Big spikes.
Probe launched. Probe away. Launching probe.
And up, down, left.
Probe launched.
There you
Launching probe.
go. Whoa. Double spike. Now it goes back to moderate, right? Yes. So
Probe away.
that's one after moderate. Wow. One after moderate and it
Launching probe.
Weird. I am looking for a good mount. There.
Launching probe.
Is it? Still not depleted. The reason why is that for every planet, I try to use up only 10 probes. Mostly.
Probe away.
There. Okay, that's the last
Launching
one.
probe.
But sometimes you have to use up like 15 or so, just because. So, 4 times. So we can get like almost 3 planets. Klendagon is an arid terrestrial, slightly larger than Earth, but with a lower density that reflects its relative lack of heavier elements. The crust is composed of tin and aluminum, with wide deserts of dust fine sand that are easily stirred by the wind. Klendagon's most striking feature is the Great Rift Valley that stretches across the southern hemisphere. What is most fascinating about the rift is that it does not appear to be natural. The geological record suggests it is the result of a glancing blow by a mass accelerator round of an unimaginable destructive power. This occurred some 37 million years ago.
Probe
And
away.
another rich planet. Gotta be kidding. Well, the planet's rich all of a sudden. What's happening?
Launching probe.
Big spike.
Launching
Yes.
probe.
Ah, come on. There it is.
Probe launched. Probe launched. Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe launched.
Okay, don't think there's too much more. Might be the
Probe
last two.
launched. Launching probe.
Is it now depleted? No. That was it. There it is.
Launching probe.
And depleted. Perfect. So, let's just go to the next one real quick. The green one, Contra. A terrestrial world of average size. Contra's atmosphere composed of nitrogen and argon. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of tin with deposits of calcium. Aside from some spectacular formations of water ice at the poles, the planet has little to recommend it. Except resources. A decent amount of resources. Ooh, it's a good one.
Launching probe.
Ooh.
Probe launched. Probe launched.
Alright. Still good though. Let's get off of that planet. Backtracking. For the backtracking is one thing, right? But not being able to actually upgrade the amount of probes that you can put on the ship. That's the thing that I would actually like to see. Just a resource gathering upgrade would be nice. Not just combat stuff. So, let's see. We need another spike. We need another spike. And I just went past one of those. That.
Launching probe.
As I said, I just went past one of those. Somewhere up here is a good spike location.
Launching probe.
Top left actually looks fairly empty though. Oh, there's... that's a good spot.
Probe launched.
And...
Probe away.
and depleted. Easy. Right, Tharopter is a typical ice giant with traces of chlorine and sulfur in its atmosphere. It has over 100 moons and an extensive ring system composed of pulverized rock, presumably the debris from shattered moons.
Probe launched.
Oh, decent triple.
Probe away.
Okay, that actually is weird.
Probe launched.
Turned poor extremely quickly.
Launching probe. Launching
That's
probe.
probably a waste, isn't it? Maybe another spike somewhere, like a real good one. Or at least some kind of medium thing like
Probe
this.
away.
Yeah, that's it. So that's Sentry for you. I just move on to Ver. So, Zeona is a standard hydrogen helium gas giant. Its most obvious features are a pair of gigantic storm cells, one in the northern hemisphere and one in the south, While richer in helium-3 than Alusa, the difficulties of extracting from Sario's gravity well and stormy atmosphere led to the other gas giant's development. Rao has over 80 moons, ranging from a radius of 50 to 2,000 kilometers. The Asari Tersicore Council has established an observation post on one of the larger moons to study the planet's twin storm system. Okay,
Probe launched.
poor planet, very interesting. Maybe it's poor because it's very, like in a system very far from the
Probe
fuel
launched.
station. Because they know that you've used up a lot of probes to get here.
Launching probe.
I mean, maybe. Yeah, let's just use it up.
Probe launched.
Why not? Where did I put it? There's one. There's two.
Launching probe.
This one, and that's right around here.
Launching probe. Probe launched.
I'm wasting too many probes here. Got to be kidding me. Come on.
Launching probe.
Probably missed something.
Launching probe.
Want to get this planet depleted. There, this it's the
Launching
last one.
probe.
So, what is this thing? Alusa. Alusa is a small, dense ice giant with high concentrations of water, ammonia, and methane. A few automated helium-free fuel stations have been established to refuel the ore freighters shuttling to and from Korang.
Probe away.
It's a minimal kind of spike. That's probably more, much more. I like this one.
Launching probe. Probe away. Probe launched.
What is going on? There.
Launching probe.
Okay, I need to find the last big spike. That could be it.
Launching
Maybe.
probe.
Probably not. Ah, bollocks. Okay, I have to go back and refuel.
Only half our fuel remains.
Dum, 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 dum. So let's continue the scanning. Oh, come on, really? That was the
Probe
really
away.
last one. Yeah, what did I say? Just have to continue searching, just a little bit.
I have detected an anomaly.
Yes, okay, but let's scan first. Initial surveys of Korang noted its high density and active plate tectonics, suggesting a high internal heat fueled by a greater than normal concentration of heavy elements and radioactives. Earlier test cores proved the mineral richness of the world, but distance from the mass relay in the Century system made it unprofitable to develop until late 2183. The atmosphere is a smog of methane, ammonia, and water vapor, a so-called primordial soup, similar to the coordinations of early Earth. However, there is no evidence of life developing on Korang's surface beyond the level of simple dextroamino acids. The minimal energy input of the red dwarf Ver have created an energy-starved surface environment, though the planet's volcanism does hold open some possibility for subterranean development. Oh, that might be the one with the hidden... And there's also it. Let's just get the large spike here, and then we are going for the... There it is.
Launching probe. Scans have found something.
Scans have found locations matching the description of Dr. Casey's survey sites. Exploring the sites could reveal valuable mission data. Warning: Geth presence detected on planet surface. Use extreme caution. Yeah, but first we are again going to scan
Probe away.
things.
Probe away. Launching probe. Probe away. Launching probe. Launching probe.
Right. It has to go to moderate anytime soon.
Probe launched.
There.
Probe launched.
Still no. It's a really rich planet.
Probe launched.
But wait, there's still more. We got to be... And that one.
Probe launched.
One point it has to be... Yeah, we go. Depleted. Whoa.
Launching
Sometimes it is
probe.
depleted even within big spike left. Sometimes you can also get like some small double spikes also. Yeah, let's just get a few of the smaller ones. And I can also like read a little bit on the Codex. Alright, before we land, we are going to read the Codex. Ha 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 ha. Because this is what we always do shortly before the end of the episode. Alright, which one should we go for though? I mean, we have special vehicles, the Hammerhead. Yeah, why not? The M44 Hammerhead infantry fighting vehicle is a highly maneuverable mass effect assisted armored vehicle. Using free solid fuel rocket thrusters instead of wheels, the Hammerhead hovers over the battlefield at up to 120 kilometers an hour, allowing it to maintain formation with swift armored units, skim across calm water, and even leap terrain obstacles. Backup micro boosters guarantee locomotion, so even destruction of two main thrusters leave the vehicle capable of full mobility. The Hammerhead retains most features of interplanetary fighting vehicles: an airtight interior, 360-degree kinetic barriers, and a guided missile system, ensuring accuracy during even aggressive maneuvering. Its electronic countermeasures extend to laser detection, chaff, active thermal masking, and ground penetration weapon sniffing radar. The Hammerhead's navigation control emulates that of tanks, so tank drivers can operate Hammerheads without additional training. Factory-issue Hammerheads therefore have no altimeter or similar sensors, and are best used at the standard cruising altitude, 2 meters off the ground. And that's pretty much some space stuff. I mean, now we know how the Hammerhead, or what describes the Hammerhead best. Let's end the episode and continue with the Firewalker mission in the next episode. Like and subscribe, of course, as usual, and ta-ta!